Oh, hey babe. Didn't hear you come in?
You never do. But why do you always snap that laptop shut the moment I walk in? Like clockwork.
Come on, it's not like that. I just finished what I was working on. Coincidence, that's all.
Coincidence? You said that yesterday, and the day before that, and every other time I enter the room when you are on your computer. You literally threw the laptop across the room when I walked in with laundry last Tuesday. You are creeping me out at this point.
Are you seriously keeping track now, for real?
Because it's weird. You act like you're doing something shady. Just tell me, what's so private?
Woman, are you here to pick a fight? I said I was done working. Why is that so hard to believe?
Then open it. Show me, just for once. What were you doing?
Unbelievable. So now you're playing detective in your own house? After everything I do for this family?
Tim, it's not about that. It's just this secrecy. It doesn't sit right with me. You're always preaching transparency on Sunday morning. How about practicing it on Wednesday night?
So you think I'm lying? You think your husband, a pastor, is hiding something indecent?
I'm not accusing. I'm asking. There's a difference.
And I'm saying no. I'm not opening the laptop. Not because I'm guilty, but because the very fact that you demand it is insulting. It's about respect.
Dinner's ready. I made baked salmon, your favorite.
Thanks.
Look, whatever it is you're hiding behind that screen, just remember who you are, Tim. You're not just my husband. You're Pastor Timothy Reynolds. People look up to you. Don't give them a reason to stop.
God, what am I doing? Father, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. You said in 1 John 1:9, if we confess our sins, you are faithful and just to forgive us and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. I'm confessing, Lord. I'm not hiding anymore. I know what your word says in James 3:1. Let not many of you become teachers, for we shall receive a stricter judgment. I've failed. I've led your people on Sunday and turned my back on you on Wednesday night. God, this thing, this addiction, it's eating me alive. I didn't ask for it. I didn't go looking for it. But now it's like a chain around my neck, and I hate it. I hate that I keep going back. Like Paul said in Romans 7:19, for the good that I want to do, I do not do, but the evil I do not want to do, this I keep on doing. I deceived my wife. I raised my voice. Lord, she didn't deserve that. She came to serve dinner, and I served her hostility. Forgive me, please forgive me.
Today, the Spirit of God has instructed me to speak on this. Unlocking your divine inheritance through faith. Listen to me, church. There are things heaven has already signed off on, but they're still locked, still sealed, because you've not believed hard enough to access them. Turn with me to Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith is not just belief. Faith is the activation key. Faith is the legal tender of the spirit realm. You don't buy spiritual blessings with tears. You access them with conviction. Your healing is already paid for. Your breakthrough is already released. Your favor, your elevation, already stamped, signed, and delivered, but locked. And today, we are going to unlock it. I decree and declare, by the faith of the Son of God, you shall possess what belongs to you. If God said it, you better say it too, because life and death are in the power of the tongue.
This is the word I needed. I almost gave up this week. I thought God forgot me, not knowing He was actually waiting on me to claim my possession through faith.
Church, let me ask you, what mountain are you staring at this morning? Debt, cancer, addiction, a child that won't come home? Faith doesn't ask the mountain to move nicely. Faith commands the mountain. Mark 11:23 says, whoever says to this mountain, be removed and be cast into the sea, and does not doubt in his heart, it will be done.
Yes, Lord, preach it. That's my word.
Stop saying you're broke. Say, wealth is my portion. Stop saying your marriage is failing. Say, God is restoring my home. Stop saying you're forgotten. Say, I am chosen. I am called. I am marked. Faith isn't a suggestion. It's a weapon. And today, I declare every locked door is opening for someone here, by faith. By this time next week, someone here will testify.
Amen.
By this time
to
next
that.
week, what was denied will be delivered. Y'all won't believe it. I couldn't even make it down the hallway without 5 people grabbing me. Sister Joanne was literally crying on my shoulder, saying, Pastor, that word healed a hole in my heart. I tell you, today, heaven came down. Okay, what's going on? Did someone die?
Tim, sit down.
No. Tell me what's happening. You two look like you're about to stage an intervention or something.
This is serious. Someone came forward, a member of the church.
Okay, and?
They say they saw you at a place no pastor should be.
A strip club. Off Greenville Avenue. Wednesday night, 3 weeks ago.
That's ridiculous. That's gotta be a mistake. People make assumptions all the time. Lookalikes?
That's you, Tim. Don't insult us by pretending it's not.
Look, I had a moment, all right? A lapse in judgment. I'm not proud of it, but I repented. I've cried my eyes out before God. You think I can preach the way I did this morning and still be playing around with sin? That was the anointing. You heard it.
Yes, we did. And we don't doubt God can still use you. But Tim, this isn't about just the anointing. It's about integrity.
So what now? After everything I've built here? After the growth, the outreach, the souls saved, the tithes?
This is exactly why this hurts. You've done good work. But the trust, it's broken.
So you're firing me, just like that.
We're letting you go quietly. We won't make a public statement. The church will simply be told you're stepping down for personal reasons.
We're protecting the flock. You're a respected leader. And whether you like it or not, your private life does affect the public one. This could destroy people's faith if it leaks.
I've brought more people to Christ this year than both of you combined. You think this church will run without me?
God's church doesn't rise or fall on one man. You know that.
All right, if that's your decision, I won't beg.
We'll give you until Friday to clear out your office.
You both talk about grace on Sunday, but I see now. It's harder to practice on Monday.
Anne, what do you think? This one or the lavender with the lace sleeves?
Lavender. The yellow makes me look like a pineapple.
Noted. Pineapples off the table.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Mom, Debbie hasn't been memorizing her verses all week. All she does is scroll TikTok and save outfits.
It's Pinterest, thank you. And I have memorized stuff. The beginning part, at least.
Deborah Marie Reynolds, is this true? I don't want a repeat of what happened during last year's Easter play. Remember how you froze on stage and said, Jesus was born in a whale?
That was one time, Mom, and I meant to say Jonah.
And it went viral in the church WhatsApp group.
Exactly, so put some effort in, all right?
Why do I have to be in every single church thing? Like, every time the children's ministry plans a play, my name's already on the list before I even blink.
'Cause your dad is the pastor, honey. You're not just any child in that church. You're expected to lead.
But I don't want to lead on stage. That's Anne's thing. She lives for the spotlight. I'd rather be in the tech booth or something. Can't I just sit this one out?
All right, I'll talk to Sister Monica. Maybe you can help with backstage this time. But remember, these verses aren't just for performance. They're for your heart. Life's going to throw a lot at you, and what you store up now will be what you stand on later. Joshua 1:8 says, This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success.
Well done, sweetie. A+ for you.
I know the verse, okay? You didn't do anything special.
Hey, I'm heading out.
No you're not. The girls have rehearsal at 3. You need to drop them off before whatever you're doing.
They're not going.
What?
They're not going. Not today. Not any day.
Tim, what do you mean they're not going anymore? What was that?
I resigned last Sunday.
You what?
I stepped down. That chapter's closed.
You resigned. Just like that? No heads up? Not even a conversation?
I've been thinking about it for months. It was time.
You've been thinking about it. And I'm just now hearing? Tim, you can't keep doing this. This is the 3rd church. 3rd. 2 churches ago, you pulled this same stunt. Walked away, packed us up, left me to do all the explaining like I was in the loop.
And I've always done what's best for us. You act like I abandoned you.
No, I act like your wife who gets blindsided every 2 years because her husband refuses to have a grown-up conversation.
Look, the church was good. Yeah, pay was steady. People loved me. But I can't keep preaching faith and breakthrough when I'm stuck in the same salary, same building, same expectations. I deserve better. We deserve better.
So it's about money now?
It's about growth. I've got options. There are bigger churches, mega ministries out there. Ministries that actually invest in their pastors. I've got the anointing, the voice, the vision. Why should I settle?
And I don't disagree. Maybe it was time, but why not say something first? Why leave me to find out like just another church member?
Because I'm the head of this house. I don't need a committee every time I make a call.
No, you just need a mirror, so you can see how selfish you've become.
Mom, why aren't we going for rehearsal? Did something happen?
Your dad's not pastoring Dominion House anymore. We won't be attending there again.
What? Why? Where are we going then?
We don't know yet, but for now, we'll be worshiping at home.
I knew something was weird.
So, no play?
No play, sweetie, not this time.
So, Pastor Tim, or would you prefer Reverend?
Just Tim is fine, sir. I believe titles are earned daily.
I like that. Humble confidence. So tell me, what should we know about you? Why should GraceLight consider you as our next spiritual leader?
Well, sir, I served at Dominion House Church for nearly 4 years. During that time, we tripled membership, increased community outreach programs, and saw a 162% increase in monthly giving. People were touched, really touched, by the messages. When the word is preached with conviction, lives shift. Families are restored. Businesses are turned around. Not by me, but by God through faith.
Impressive numbers. And you say you led weekly services?
3 a week, plus a monthly men's retreat and youth mentoring on Saturdays. I was fully plugged in. There was a woman, Sister Marion, single mom, hadn't been to church in 10 years. She came one Sunday, heard the message on living without shame, and the next week she tithed the last $200 in her account. She got promoted the following month. Stories like that became normal. I've got notebooks full of testimonies.
That's what we need. Passion, impact. So, if all was going so well, why'd you leave?
I believe in spiritual seasons. The Lord began stirring something in my spirit toward the end of last year, calling me out. Not out of frustration, just growth. It was time to transition, and I had to obey. Sometimes when the cloud moves, you move. I could have stayed comfortable, but I'd rather stay obedient.
You're speaking my language, son. Obedience over convenience. That's rare these days. Well, we don't move fast at GraceLight. We move deliberately. Our current lead pastor, Reverend Williams, is retiring in 6 to 8 months. We're looking for someone to shadow him, preach occasionally, handle midweek services, and get to know the flock. If the chemistry's right and the fruit shows, we'd like you to take over permanently.
I'd be honored, honestly.
You've got 6 months to show us what you can do. No pressure. We just want to see your heart. But I'll tell you this. I see promise in you, Tim. Real promise. You carry something.
By God's grace, I do.
Welcome aboard. Let's see what the next chapter holds, eh?
Well, if it isn't Sister Dawn.
Sister Renee! Oh my goodness, it's been a minute.
Girl, I almost didn't recognize you without your Sunday hat. And with a cat. Look at you. What's her name?
That's Gloria. She's my emotional support shopper.
Of course she is. You always had class. But really, where have y'all been? 1 minute you're hosting women's prayer brunches. Next minute, poof. No Pastor Tim, no Dawn, no warning. We thought maybe y'all went on sabbatical or something.
Oh, yeah. It all happened really quickly. The Holy Spirit had been leading us into a new direction and, well, when God says move, you move. No press releases, just obedience.
But why didn't y'all say anything? We would have given Pastor Tim a proper send-forth. That man poured into the church, men's conferences, building funds, even our outreach to the shelter. He deserved more than just disappearing.
I know, and we appreciate that more than you know, but some seasons end quietly. It wasn't about fanfare, it was about transition, and to be honest, it was emotional for us too.
Well, it left a hole, especially in the women's group.
Thank you. That means a lot. I miss you all too.
So what now? Is Pastor Tim still pastoring?
Yes, actually. He just accepted a pastoral position at GraceLight. We're excited. It's a new phase, new soil to sow into.
Oh wow, GraceLight? I've heard good things. Big sanctuary, clean carpet. They got parking spots with names on them.
You know, that's exactly what got him excited, right?
Well, I won't hold it against him. Tell him we're praying for him, and for you too. It's not easy being a pastor's wife, Lord knows. But you carry it with grace.
Thank you, Renee. I'll tell him, and give my love to everyone at Dominion House.
Always. All right, let me run before this ice cream melts in aisle 5.
All right, ladies, let's give a warm GraceLight. Welcome to our new sister in Christ, Sister Dawn Reynolds.
Wow. Thank you all. My name is Dawn Reynolds. I'm married to Pastor Tim. You might have seen him up there today bringing the heat. We've got 2 beautiful daughters, Anne and Debbie, and we are so excited to be part of the GraceLight family.
Well, I just want to say, you and your husband are anointed. His message today, I felt it in my bones. It's been a long time since a sermon gave me goosebumps.
I was sitting in the 3rd row with my teenage son. He normally sleeps through church, but not today. He actually said, "Mama, Pastor Tim talks like he knows what I'm thinking." That's a first.
I have to speak. I really do. I've been in a hard place. My husband, he's not saved, doesn't go to church, thinks this is all just emotional therapy. I've fasted, I've cried, nothing's changed. But today, when Pastor Tim said, "This isn't your breakdown, it's your breakthrough," I felt like God himself walked into the room and whispered, "Hold on." Hope filled my heart.
Leslie, thank you for sharing that. Hearing you all talk like this, it means more than you know. My husband really does carry something special. He's been like this for years. Even in our last church, God truly uses him. And honestly, it's an honor to stand beside him and see lives touched like this.
Well, we're not just glad to have him. We're thrilled to have you. It's not every day we get a new pastor's wife who's got grace and grit. And we believe you're not here by accident. And we've talked. We want you to serve as our new women's group leader.
Oh, wow. I don't even know what to say.
Just say yes, girl.
Yes, thank you. I'm truly honored. This means a lot. I don't take it lightly. I'm ready to serve, to grow with you all, and to walk this journey together.
Please, take your time. You've got a safe space here.
Thank you, Pastor. I'm Leslie Johnson, married to Anthony Johnson. We've been together for 7 years. No kids, no peace either. I don't even know where to start. My husband, he's not abusive, not physically, but it's like I don't exist. I wake up every day and feel invisible.
Tell me more. What does that look like for you?
He doesn't talk to me unless he needs something. I mean, full days. Silence. I cook, clean, pray, show up. And I still feel like a roommate he's tolerating. If I bring up how I feel, he says I'm overthinking. If I wear something nice, he won't even look up. He used to at least compliment my hair. Now, nothing. And I don't mean just yesterday. I'm talking about years of this. 2 months ago, I got promoted at work. My first major promotion. I came home excited, told him. His response? What's for dinner? No congratulations, no hug, just a shrug and back to his phone.
That must have felt deeply disheartening.
It did. And sometimes I just want out. But I know the Bible. I know what it says about divorce. So I feel trapped. I've fasted. I've laid on the floor crying. I've dragged that man to couples prayer nights. Nothing. He's cold, distant, and I'm drowning.
You are not alone, and I want you to hear me clearly. God sees you. He sees your faithfulness, your long-suffering, your heart. And I know this feels like a wilderness season. But even in the wilderness, God provides manna. It's okay, let it out. You're safe here.
You have no idea how much I've needed to hear this. Just to be seen, heard, held. He's never held me like this. 7 years, not once. Sometimes I wonder if maybe if I were prettier, someone would have loved me like this by now.
Don't say that. Leslie, from a man's perspective, you're extremely beautiful, graceful, captivating in ways that don't fade. You deserve to be loved, deeply.
You really think that? I'm sorry,
So first of all, I just want to say, Gary, this church is a solid foundation. The people are warm, receptive, and the worship team is pure gold. I've also noticed we could use some more structured youth programs, especially for the teens. Oh, and the church website could use a facelift. If we want to reach a broader audience, we'll need to... Okay, you asked to see me, so here I am. Is everything all right?
Did I mention we do routine security checks on our CCTV system at the end of every month? It's standard protocol, nothing new. This past week, during our end-of-month audit, we came across some disturbing footage.
There's a camera in my office?
Yes, and in every other office, every hallway, every common area, everywhere except the restrooms.
And you didn't think I deserved to know that?
Didn't see a reason to mention it. We didn't expect anything inappropriate to be happening in the pastor's office.
I've pastored in multiple churches, Gary. None of them had cameras in private clergy offices.
Well, we do. And this one captured you in an intimate act with Sister Leslie Johnson. You're being relieved of your duties immediately. You'll vacate your office today.
Gary, please. Please. It was a mistake. She came onto me. She was vulnerable, emotional. She kissed me first. I didn't plan it. I didn't even know what to do. She's beautiful, yes, but I never meant for it to happen. I promise you, I will never do it again.
Of course you won't do it again, because you won't have the opportunity. We'll be issuing a public statement today. It'll go on the church's website, bulletin, and our Facebook page.
No. Gary, no, please, don't do that. Look, I understand if you're letting me go, but don't make it public. That'll ruin me. You'll destroy everything. Not just me, the church. Even if you don't care about my reputation, think about the congregation. Think about how this will affect their faith.
We believe in transparency. We don't cover sin here. Not in the leadership. Not in the pews. People deserve to know who they've been listening to. We won't shield you.
This will kill me. Gary, I have 2 daughters, a wife, a family. Please think about them. Think about what this will do to them, to us.
You should have thought about that. Before you dropped your guard in the same office you were anointed to counsel people in.
Please, just don't go public. Please.
Tim, it sounds like you've done this before. And I bet the only reason you've kept getting away with it is because churches were too scared of scandal to say anything. But that ends here. I'll make sure you don't hop to the next pulpit, that you don't lead another altar. Every church in this state would know who you are, because the people deserve better.
You're going to destroy everything I've built.
No, Tim, you already did. These are your termination papers. You can pick up your things. Security will escort you out in 20 minutes.
How could you do this to me, Tim? How could you? We just got here. This was a fresh start. I defended you. I spoke so well of you. I sat in that women's group and bragged about you. And the whole time, you were in the office doing that with her?
Dawn, it wasn't planned. It was the devil. She came on to me. She was crying, vulnerable. I didn't even realize what was happening until it happened.
Don't you dare blame this on the devil. Don't you dare. You knew what you were doing. You stood there. You let her touch you. You let it happen.
I know I messed up. I messed up badly. But it was the first time, I promise you. Dawn, this was the first time something like this ever happened. And it will never happen again. Please. Please, baby. Don't let this be the end of us. Dawn, you have every right to be angry. Every right. But I'm begging you, don't walk away from me. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll fix it. I'll fix us. Just don't let this destroy our home.
You say it's the first time. Then I'll choose to believe you. I'll be a Christian in this moment and forgive you, not because you deserve it, but because I need to heal.
Thank you. Thank you, Dawn. I promise you won't regret this. Thank you. Thank you for not giving up on me.
So what now?
I don't know. Nobody's gonna hire me as a pastor. Not after the announcement went up on Facebook and the website. It's everywhere.
Exactly. So what are you going to do?
I'll find something else. I'll work a regular job. Construction, factory, office, delivery. I don't care. As long as it pays the bills and the girls don't suffer, I'll do it. I may never stand behind a pulpit again, but I'll still live like a man of God.
That's all I needed to hear. I'm going to the porch. I need air. Maybe take a walk around the block. Clear my head. Breathe something that's not grief.
You need me to come with you?
No, Tim. I think you need this room more than I do right now.
Huh?
She should have left me. Most women would have. She's too good for me. Too loyal. Too gracious. Too strong. God, I don't deserve her. I don't deserve this home. This family. I broke her. I broke the one person who stood by me when the rest of the world was walking away. Please, Lord, give me grace. Not the grace to preach, not the grace to impress crowds, just the grace to be her husband, the kind she can trust, the kind she can heal with, not heal from. Forgive me, not just for the act, but for everything that led up to it, the ego, the entitlement, the secrecy. Help me never to hurt her like this again. I don't want to ever see her cry like that again. I don't want to go back to the man I was. You gave me another chance, Lord, even after all I've done. I've been a pastor all my life. It's all I know. And now, no church in this state will even look at me. My resume means nothing in the corporate world. No fancy degrees, no market experience, just altar calls and broken people. But I believe in miracles. You opened Red Seas, you fed 5,000 with crumbs. You don't need a resume to qualify someone, you just need surrender. If you give me one more shot, one open door, Lord, I'll walk through it with clean hands and a clean heart. No more hiding, no more pretending. Just me and you. And this time, I won't look back.
Yo, that's him. That's Pastor Tim, the one from that church scandal.
For real? I saw that Facebook post. Thought it was fake. Man of God out here getting caught on camera. Yikes.
People love throwing stones when they ain't even finished building their own house.
Bro, I don't care what anyone says. If you're preaching holiness, you better live holy. Don't be in the pulpit talking purity and then be in your office doing extracurriculars.
Hi, Officer Calvin. What's good?
Man, gas prices ain't good, my knees ain't good, and them inmates back at Ellis County definitely ain't good. But I'm alive.
Still working over at the county lockup?
Yup, but the chaplain situation's a mess. We've had 3 in 6 months. One moved, one quit, and the last one said God didn't call him that deep into ministry, said it was too dark in there.
So y'all need a new one?
Badly, but every pastor we've interviewed either ghosts us or politely declines after touring the cell block. Nobody wants to deal with men who cuss at you for reading Psalm 23.
Maybe they should hire someone who has already hit rock bottom, someone who knows what it means to fall but is still trying to preach.
You said you're looking for a chaplain?
Yeah, why?
I used to be a pastor, still a man of God, just not in a pulpit anymore. Maybe I could try.
You the guy from that GraceLight thing, right? Well, you're right about one thing. We don't get saints walking through those prison gates, not on either side. But I'll tell you this, you want to apply, apply. I'm not the one doing the hiring, but you might stand a chance if you can convince the board you've changed. They won't be easy on you, though. They'll dig into everything.
They can dig. There's nothing left to hide.
Then try your luck. Who knows? God's been known to show up in jail cells before.
Fresh start, huh?
Yeah, fresh start.
So, Timothy Reynolds, former pastor, applied for the chaplaincy role. You've got nearly 2 decades in ministry, outreach, men's conferences. Quite the resume.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, Pastor Tim, why'd you leave your last church?
Because they found out the truth. Same reason I've had to leave almost every church I've worked at. I've struggled with lust, and I've crossed lines. Emotional affairs, physical, always with women in vulnerable positions.
So how does a guy who keeps getting chased out keep getting hired as a pastor?
Because I never gave them the chance to ask the hard questions. And they never gave themselves the responsibility to tell the next church the truth. I always got away with it. Until GraceLight. They went public. And honestly, I thank God they did. Because I finally hit a wall I couldn't charm my way around. I finally had to face the fact that I've got a serious issue. Not a mistake. Not a bad day. A problem. And now, I'm not asking for a pulpit. I'm asking for a chance to serve. Quietly. Humbly. Because I believe there's still something in me that can help people. Especially in a place like this.
Well, let me save you the suspense. You're not getting the chaplain role.
I understand.
If the church world, your own world, won't take you back, what makes you think we will? But we do have another position open, correctional program coordinator. It's not spiritual, it's logistical. We run workshops, anger management, fatherhood, addiction recovery, re-entry prep, one-on-one mentoring, sometimes court-mandated counseling. We need someone who can listen, facilitate, keep inmates from flipping out or giving up. It's not easy, and the pay is, well, it's government.
I can do that. I've spent 20 years counseling people on life decisions, marriages, grief, addiction, self-worth. I took psychology electives in seminary, pastoral counseling and human behavior, trauma and spiritual healing, community crisis interventions. And I don't just know the material anymore, I've lived it. Give me 6 months. By the time probation's up, you won't even need to hire a clinical psychologist. I'll already be filling the gap.
Confidence. I'll give you that.
No, sir, not confidence, desperation with purpose.
Here's the offer. 6-month probation. No counseling behind closed doors, no special privileges, no Pastor Tim title. Just Reynolds, staff ID 4371. Break protocol once and you're out the door.
Understood.
Don't preach. Serve. Clock in starts Monday.
Girls, we need to talk about something. About Daddy.
Is Dad okay?
Yeah, is he sick?
No, nothing like that. Daddy's fine. We're all fine. It's just, your dad won't be working as a pastor at the new church anymore.
Again? But we just got there. We haven't even had our second potluck yet.
Yeah. Why does Dad keep changing churches? He's worked in like 4 since I turned 12.
I know it feels like a lot. And you're right. It is. But sometimes grown-up life doesn't go exactly the way you plan it. Sometimes doors close, and we just have to walk through new ones.
But I miss my friends from Dominion House. And from the church before that. I liked Kiara. We used to color together in Sunday school.
Yeah, and I like the snacks better at the other church. Why can't we just stay in one church forever?
I wish it were that easy, but even if churches change, you don't lose everything. You still have Maya and Chloe next door, right? And your friends at school, Hannah, Tay, and Melissa?
Yeah.
See? You're still surrounded by people who love you, and we'll be going to a new church next Sunday, but this time, we're just going to sit in the pews like everyone else.
Wait, so if Daddy isn't a pastor anymore, then what's his new job?
He's starting a new kind of job. He's going to be a correctional program coordinator. Daddy will be working in jail.
That sounds scary.
I get it. But there's really no need to worry. Daddy's going to help people who've made mistakes. He'll teach classes to help them manage anger, become better parents, and get their life back on track after leaving jail. He'll be mentoring them, kind of like how he used to help people in church.
But like, are they gonna hit him?
No, sweetheart. It's a safe place. He's going to be in classrooms, not cells. There'll be officers everywhere. Daddy's gonna be just fine.
I'll miss when he preached.
Me too, baby. But sometimes God uses us in different ways. And right now, Daddy is still doing God's work, just in a different building.
Okay. I want to draw Daddy teaching his jail class. Can I use your markers, Debbie?
Well, don't color on the couch, okay?
So, Andre, they said you volunteered to talk. That's already a big step. Don't read too deep into it. I ain't here to talk feelings. I just needed somewhere quiet. Quiet is good. We can sit in silence if that helps. But if there's something under the surface, you don't have to carry it alone in here. Look, man, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I wake up angry. I go to sleep mad. I ain't talked to my mom in 4 years. My baby mama moved on to States and took my son. And I don't even blame her. Why? Because I've messed up everything I touch. I got in here for a robbery I didn't even plan. I was just the driver. But I went along. Been going along with trash decisions my whole life. I grew up in church, you know? Church. But nobody in that building ever told me how to carry pain. They just told me to pray it away. For you to successfully pray it away, you need to know about the one who already paid for it. What? Andre, you ever hear someone talk about Jesus like he was more than just a Sunday name? Not really, not since I was a kid. All I remember is the pressure to be good, but I never was. You don't come to Jesus because you're good. You come because you're broken. He didn't die for the neat and tidy. He died for the angry, the guilty, the ones who can't fix themselves. He didn't wait for you to clean up. He made the payment up front for you. So you're saying even me, especially you. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm crying. I felt something the moment you said that. Something deep. Perhaps that's God. But then, doesn't God only want the perfect ones? I'm not perfect, man. I'm a mess. God works best with mess. That's where His grace shines the brightest. You've just been trying to fix spiritual wounds with street tools. Now you know better. Thank you, man. I don't know if I'm ready for all the church stuff, but I want to know that Jesus. He's been waiting for you the whole time.
Reynolds, I don't know what you just said in there, but I've known Andre 8 years. That man don't cry. Not for court, not for his kid, not even when his brother died.
Sometimes people don't need answers. They just need to know they're still seen.
Well, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Because if you keep pulling that kind of reaction from these guys, you're gonna make me look bad for not hiring you sooner. Keep this up. And I wouldn't be surprised if a promotion shows up in your file. We need people like you around here,
Thank you. I'm not trying to climb anything anymore. I'm just trying to be faithful this time.
Dawn? Dawn? Wow, I almost thought I was seeing things. It's been, what, 4, 5 months?
Yeah, around that.
How have you been?
We're hanging in there.
About the news.
Mrs. Rhonda, can we not?
Hey, it's not your fault. Whatever Tim did, those were his decisions. You have nothing to be ashamed of.
That's not how it feels. Every time I bump into someone from our old churches, it's the same look, the whispers. So yeah, I do run. I hate the awkwardness, the unspoken judgment.
People love to throw stones when they forget they've got their own glass houses. So, are you still with him?
Yes, what he did was horrible, and it hurt like nothing I've ever known. But I believe in redemption. To err is human. To forgive is divine. And I'm trying to live like I believe that.
Girl, you've got a good heart. I'm gonna be honest. If it were me, after all that, after that kind of public embarrassment, I don't think I could have stayed.
I didn't stay because it was easy. I stayed because I saw him broken in a way I'd never seen before, and I knew if there was ever a time to extend grace, it was then.
The thing about cheaters is this: they always return to their mess. That's why people say, once a cheater, always a cheater.
I don't make decisions based on assumptions. He promised he'd never do it again, and unless he breaks that promise, I choose to believe him.
You're stronger than me, sis. So, what's he up to now? Still preaching somewhere?
No, not anymore. He's working as a correctional program coordinator at the county jail. He runs life skills classes for the inmates, fatherhood, anger management, that kind of thing.
Wow, that's a big shift.
It is, but in a strange way, it fits. He's doing good work there, quietly, no pulpit, just people.
You know, it's really sad how he had to leave the ministry like that. Because Tim, he could preach. Like, really preach. I've cried during his sermons more times than I can count. If only he could have gotten a grip on that flesh.
Yeah, if only.
Well, just so you know, there are still people who remember the good he did. And I see you. You're not invisible.
Thank you, Mrs. Rhonda. That means more than you know.
All right, then. I'll let you get back to shopping.
So, Kathy Darden. Sentence: 14 months served for negligent manslaughter in a consensual private act. Occupation listed here as prostitute.
Dominatrix. Big difference.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't trying to...
It's okay, counselor. Most folks don't know the difference until they've met one. I don't sell myself. I sell control. There's a line. I don't cross it.
Right, understood. So you were involved in, an incident with a client that resulted in his death?
Yeah, I was rough. He had heart issues. I didn't know. He signed a full consent waiver, but his wife pulled legal strings, and here I am.
At least be grateful you didn't get a life sentence.
Why would I? I didn't kill him. I just delivered more than his body could take. Judge called it unfortunate. His wife called it Jury called it reckless. I call it Tuesday.
All right. Well, now that you're heading out, part of this exit session is to talk re-entry, coping strategies, goals, any emotional baggage that might come up as you return to society.
You mean how to not scare people with my job description?
Not exactly, but yes. Re-establishing a support system, steady income, environment change.
You're talking like a therapist. I thought you were a preacher.
Retired. Sort of. Now I just help people figure out how to build something new with what's left.
Sounds like something a dom would say too.
Sorry, what?
Relax, preacher. I'll try not to desecrate your righteous mind.
Do you have someone picking you up today?
Nope, I'm a lone wolf. Always have been. I've got a bus route mapped out, though.
I get off shift in 10 minutes. I could drop you off, if you're comfortable with that.
You offering me a ride? Or trying to see what it's like to be in the same car with a scary dominatrix?
I'm offering a ride, nothing else.
All right, counselor. Ride accepted. Let's see what freedom feels like when someone else drives. You know, you've got that quiet curiosity about you. The kind that asks questions even when the mouth doesn't move.
And you've got a way of testing limits with every sentence.
Welcome to my world, Reverend. Or whatever title you go by these days. Thanks for the ride, Pastor Tim. I thought I'd be waiting for a cab all night.
Please, just call me Tim. I'm not exactly wearing the collar these days.
All right, Tim. Still doesn't change the whole holy man vibe you carry.
Hey, wait, can I ask something weird?
Weirder than driving an ex-con dominatrix home?
Fair. I've never been with someone like you before, and I don't mean that in a judgmental way. It's just adventurous. I guess I'm curious.
Curious about what, Pastor?
I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying, if you were ever open to offering services, I'd be interested.
You curious about submitting? That's cute.
I'm serious. I mean, you're out now. You could ease back into it. I don't have any heart conditions. I can sign a waiver too if that helps.
Wow, you're really pitching this, huh? Tempting. But no, I'm out of the game for now. Trying to breathe for once, you know?
Look, I get it, but what if I paid you?
You think this is about money? That's adorable. But I think you're not ready for someone like me. You want to be, but you're not. And I'm not in the mood to ruin someone's midlife crisis.
So you're saying you would if...
I'm saying no. Cute pitch, though. You've got guts.
Oh. Leave me alone. Stop.
Lord, I failed again. I don't even know how I got here. I was doing so well. Please don't turn your face from me. Have mercy. Help me.
Hi, Han. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I could hear your voice all the way from the gate. Should I be worried?
No, nothing to worry about. Just spending time with God. I need that sometimes.
Personal revival time?
Something like that. Can we not make it a thing? Just needed some time alone with him. I'd really appreciate it if we could leave it there.
Of course, I didn't mean to pry. I get it. Oh, by the way, we're out of dishwasher pods again, and the sink is acting weird. Makes that gurgling sound every time you run hot water. I think we need to get the plumber back.
Yeah, sure. I'll take a look in the morning. Maybe it's just a clog.
Also, the girls need poster boards for that science project next week. Can you pick them up on your way back from work?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know what you were praying about, Tim, but I hope you know you can talk to me too.
Thanks. I'll remember that.
Morning. How can I help you?
I'd like to file a complaint. A formal report, actually. It's about someone who works at the county jail.
All right. What's the nature of the complaint?
Assault. His name is Timothy Reynolds. He's the correctional program coordinator.
Assault?
You heard me.
All right, Ms.
Darden. Kathy Darden.
Okay, Ms. Darden. Can you tell me what happened?
He offered me a ride home after my release yesterday. I didn't think much of it. I figured he was just being kind. But on the way, the conversation took a turn. He started asking if I was still working as a dominatrix. I told him no, that I was done with that life. I've done my time. I'm trying to start over.
And then?
He kept pushing. Told me he wanted to be my client. Said it sounded adventurous. I said no several times. But then he got physical. He on me.
Thank you for coming in. We're going to take this seriously. I'll have you speak with Detective Hall. He handles internal affairs and employee conduct at the jail. You'll give a full statement, and we'll go from there.
Thank you.
Mr. Timothy Reynolds, you're under arrest for the assault and harassment of Kathy Darden. You have the right to remain silent.
Wait, what?
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
We received a formal report this morning. Mr. Reynolds is being charged in relation to an incident with a former inmate, Ms. Darden.
Tell me they're lying, Tim. Tell me this is a mistake.
Babe, I don't...
You did a woman? Are you kidding me? After everything I've forgiven you for?
Ma'am, we'll need to take him in now.
Take him. Just go. Take this man out of my house.
Please, Dawn. Let me explain.
Save it for your attorney.
Reynolds, letter for you.
Yo, that from the wifey? Looks thick. Petition for dissolution of marriage? No. God, please. Don't let this happen to me. Don't take my family. Don't take my girls. I'm only going to be here for 6 months. I'm not signing. I'm not letting my family fall apart. I can fix this mistake. I have to fix this mistake.
Look, read through it. If you're not signing, you still got to know what's in it. However, be aware that whether you sign or not, the state doesn't wait. You've got 14 days. After that, it's out of your hands.
Man, shut up already. You didn't trip into this preacher. You chose it. You opened the door, invited it in, and now you want to cry because it burned your house down? It was a mistake. I don't know what possessed me that night. I regret my action. Nah, bro, that ain't a mistake. That's a consequence. Own it.
Girls, there's something important Mommy needs to talk to you about.
Is it about the boxes? Are we moving?
Yes, sweetheart. We're moving in with Grandma. We'll be staying with her for a while.
We get to see Grandma? Yay!
Will Daddy be coming with us?
No, baby. Daddy won't be coming with us, and we probably won't be seeing him for a long time.
Why? Is Daddy in trouble?
Yes, in a way he is. Your dad made some very bad choices. He couldn't control himself and he hurt someone, and because of that, he has to go away for a while.
But he always told us to be good. Why didn't he?
Daddy, let something called lust take control of him. It's when someone wants something so badly they stop thinking about right or wrong.
Like when Debbie eats all the cookies?
This is way worse. Daddy's choice hurt a woman and hurt this family. That's why things are changing now.
Is he still our daddy?
He will always be your daddy, but Mommy has to protect you. We're going to start a new chapter now, a better one. No more confusion.